This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
Matt is in Seattle. Hi, Matt. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. I got a question for you. So I currently have 3 jobs and spend more than 12 hours a day working. And I save and invest about half of my income. So I'm saving about $100,000 a year. So financially we're sound, but it comes at a cost. So I'm not spending enough time with my children, and my health is deteriorating. Well, I'm not dying, but it's impacting negatively.
How much do you have in savings in your investments?
Yeah, I've been doing this. I've been having 3 jobs for about 5 years now, or going into 6 years.
So you put $500,000 away.
Yeah, exactly. So with that money, I've bought 4 homes, 1 primary residence and 3 single-family homes, and I'm renting it all out right now.
Okay, and what are the 3 single-family homes worth?
Roughly, on average, about $600K.
Each?
And I bought it for correct.
Okay, so the 3 rental properties are worth $1.8 million, and they're paid for.
No. About like 40. I have about 40% equity on each house.
Oh, so you still have debt on them. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so wait a minute, $500,000. Okay.
So when it comes to equity, I have about 1.3 in all those 4 houses.
Gotcha.
And I have about $350,000 in savings.
So what's your question,
and IRA combined? Yeah. So I just turned 40, and I've been happy so far, but like I just turned 40 this year, and since then I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. Like, am I doing a good thing? And initially I thought I'm doing the right thing for the family, but I'm starting to think about myself too. I think I'm just kind of going through the midlife crisis. But also, so when I think about quitting those 2 jobs, the thought of living paycheck to paycheck terrifies me.
Honey, you're not living paycheck to paycheck.
You're
putting $100,000 away. Quitting 2 jobs is not going to make you paycheck to paycheck. You're so exaggerating that.
Well, after I put all the max out on 401k and IRA, I'm not going to be saving any money at all.
Oh.
On a monthly basis.
So back off of your investing. You only got $2 million. You're not living paycheck to paycheck. That's a bogus emotional response.
Why are you afraid to just sit at home with your family, dude?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, initially I was part of F.I.R.E. movement, but I'm thinking a lot of things can happen in the future. So
F.I.R.E. movement burned down. Did you notice? It burned to the ground. It burned around people's ears because they were trying to do something that wasn't sustainable. What you're doing is not sustainable. You didn't build a life, you built a financial portfolio. And now your brain is waking up and saying, go build a life. And we're saying, yes, go build a life.
Here's what I promise you, dude.
I agree with your brain.
When you're 50, you can hand the kids a key to a rental house. I promise you they would have exchanged it for time with their dad. And by the way, that's a false dichotomy because you work hard. You're still going to be able to offer your kids a pretty extraordinary life financially, and you get to spend time with your kids. I think you're scared to go home and be with your family. Am I wrong?
Well, are you afraid to admit that the FIRE thing you bought into sucked?
And also, I think it has to do with my ego.
Okay, I'll go along with that.
I'm successful and superior, but
you have 4 houses worth $1.3 million. But
your net worth is $2 million, and you're 40 years old. Ding ding, you got the bell. You rung the bell. You're done. You're done. If you don't do anything else, you're going to be worth $20 million at 65. If you just let the investments that you have grow, that's all. There's no need to panic here. And by the way, people working and enjoying their work and going to work and having meaning, as long as they're able, is not bad. I intend to be on this microphone until I don't make sense. Now, I don't want to be
Yeah,
one of those
because-
guys that doesn't make sense. We've seen those, and they're dangerous. But, yeah. So, anyway, yeah, we need to get off at that point. But, no, dude. Yeah, your brain is telling you what to do. You already know what to do. All I'm telling you is your emotions are exaggerating that you're like going to be starving to death or something and living paycheck to paycheck. Not even close.
How much of
here's an idea. Quit. And if a year from now you think you're going to be homeless or something, go back to work.
3 different jobs.
You can get those jobs right back. Those kinds of jobs are always waiting.
How much of this stress, Dave, because I've never lived this life, you keep telling yourself with your neocortex, your thinking part of your brain, I'm worth $1.3 million. I'm worth $1.3 million. But your amygdala, the threat detection part of your brain says, you still owe $900,000 on these 4 houses. You still owe money. You still owe money. And every month, no matter what your net worth is or how much money you have coming in, your brain knows you're still on the hook for all these properties. That's got to weigh you down, doesn't it?
That's probably part of it, but I think he's been running at breakneck speed. He didn't even notice that part.
Huh.
That's my opinion, just talking to him.
He's just exhausted.
I think he's just – no, he was trying to run – he thought there was an end game.
Tell me about F.I.R.E.
F.I.R.E. is –
Did they retire young?
They retire at 40.
Okay.
Not have to work again.
Yeah.
And the numbers don't work.
Gotcha.
It does – you people – and because the problem with money, like when you view money that way, is money's a bully in the schoolyard. As soon as you say, hit me in the nose, you step back. If you cross this line, I'm going to hit you. You step across the line, he steps back and draws another line. Says, if you cross this line, then I'm going to hit you. And that's what money does. It keeps because there's always another one. There's always a bigger thing. There's always a different thing. There's always a reason. There's always inflation. There's always a better car. There's always Mama wanted a house in the mountains. There's always doesn't matter where you get to. There's always another one. And a bigger one and a shinier one and a different. So you just can't get away from it. Once you get on that treadmill, you can't catch that carrot. It's impossible to catch. And so if you could maintain godliness with contentment and say, okay, I'm going to live a lifestyle of $50,000 a year income, then you can build a big enough nest egg to quit. But something about our psychology won't let us do it. We start out with that, and that's the math. But then by the time we get used to living on a $150,000 lifestyle, then I got to go back to a $50,000 lifestyle to quit, which is exactly what he's saying. He's saying, I'm going to be paycheck to paycheck. He's not even close to paycheck to paycheck, but he's going to have to cut his lifestyle. He's going to have to drop his investing from $100,000 a year contribution.
No, that was in addition to maxing out everything else.
Yeah.
So he can still max out everything.
And you can't do $100,000 extra.
Yeah.
And that's paycheck to paycheck. That's not paycheck to paycheck.
There's also this, you get to be 40 and you got $2 million and you thought it was going to feel a different way.
That's true. You thought it was going to be $1 billion.
You thought you were going to do nothing, and doing nothing will kill you.
It's one of the things I had to outline with all these little communists that are coming out of college. Have to explain to them that a billionaire is not the same thing as a millionaire. A billion is 1,000 million. Billionaires have 4 houses, a jet, and 7 cars. Millionaires have 2 used Camrys and 1 house. And it's paid for, and they have $800,000 in their 401k. That's a millionaire. But a billionaire is 1,000 million. And people emotionally have these two things confused. They think of some rap artist or whatever in a private jet, which they don't even own. It's chartered. But I mean, they think it's that's how you don't live like that with a $3 million net worth. You know, stupid jet would be more than that, much less, the whole, I mean, it's just like, so that's not how it works. It's the emotions of when I get to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a billionaire. No, you're not. You're going to be a millionaire. 2 used Camrys.
And that's still a good thing.
2 used Camrys and $800,000 in your 401k and a paid for $500,000 house.
And a lot of laughter in your home.
Ding, 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 ding. You're done.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. To learn more about how to plan for retirement, visit RamseySolutions.com/retire or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/smartvestor.